diamond indenter with an exactly defined force onto the test. The Vickers hardness test. The hardness of a compressor wheel for a turbocharger is to be measured using the Vickers method. The main principle of this hardness testing method is to press a pyramid-shaped diamond indenter with an exactly defined force onto the test piece and then to evaluate the surface area of the indentation. First, the tester has to prepare his testing machine. He takes the Vickers indenter with the four-sided pyramid and inserts it into the mounting device of the testing machine. He then places the compressor wheel on the support table and rotates the microscope lens into its working position. With a hand wheel, he adjusts the height of the support table until the test piece surface is displayed in focus on the screen. Next, he moves the test piece around on the support table until the right spot for the hardness test is displayed. Now that everything has been prepared, let's begin with the test. After pushing the start button, the diamond pyramid pans down and carefully touches the test piece surface. The test force slowly increases to its specified value. After holding the test force constant for a certain time, the indenter lifts again, pans back, and the microscope lens resumes its former position. This is the magnified indentation on the display screen. With the control knob, the tester now places 4 measuring lines at the corners of the indentation. Doing that, he can easily measure the length of the 2 diagonals. Finally, he only has to push the input key. The Vickers hardness value will then be calculated automatically. It is equal to the test force F in the old unit kilopond divided by the area of the indentation A in square millimeters. The Vickers hardness of our compressor wheel is displayed on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen and amounts to 125.
Hi everyone, welcome to Material Testing Laboratory of Department of Mechanical Engineering of Orb Institute of Technology and Management. Myself, Dr. Durga Prasad C. So today I am here to conduct a Vickers hardness test. For this experiment, I am going to use Vickers hardness testing machine. So this is a Vickers hardness testing machine. So in this, some of the important elements I am going to explain that. The first one is anvil. So this is an anvil, or else you can call it as a supporting device. And coming to the front panel of this Vickers hardness machine, you can see the screen. So by using this screen, we can observe the indentation mark occurred on the material. And similarly, you can see the microscope is given. By using this microscope, we can clearly visualize the indentation mark happened on the sample. And now, so before that, you can see there is a indenter. So just by rotating this lever, you can change the microscope to the indenter. So in this machine, we have already fixed with a diamond tip indenter. For this experiment, we should use diamond indenter. Okay. So coming to the left panel of this machine, you can see the load selection knob. So if you rotate this knob, you can vary the load. So in this, the minimum load is 5 grams and the maximum load is 50 grams. So you can vary the load by rotating this knob. Okay. So similarly, if you observe in the right side panel of this Vickers hardness machine, you can see the time selection knob. So you can vary the time, that is a dwell time, starting from 0 second to 30 seconds. Okay, so you can adjust the dwell time just by rotating the knob like this. Okay, for this experiment I am going to fix 10 seconds of dwell time. Okay, so now I am going to demonstrate how to conduct this Vicker harness. Coming to the conduction of this experiment, the first step is we need to select the material. For this experiment I am going to select hardened steel material, so which is having 751 HV. Okay. Dear students, coming to the conduction of this experiment, the first step is we need to select the material. For this experiment, I am going to choose hardened steel material which is having 750 HV. Okay, and again we have to follow the surface flatness. Okay, and also the specimen should be polished thoroughly, like it should be mirror finish. Okay, so like this we have to prepare the sample. Okay, now the specimen is ready for the experiment. So we have to place the specimen over the anvil like this, and then we have to rotate the anvil in a clockwise direction. Okay, so after that, by using a microscope we have to select the required region, so where we need to apply the indentation mark. For that purpose you have to switch on the light. Okay, so if you switch on the light, so by using a microscope through the front screen we can observe the location. Okay, so now by observing the sample through this screen, I am going to select the region, on which location I need to apply the indentation. Yeah. So now the location has been selected to perform the indentation mark. Okay. After that, now we have to bring back the indentation to the original position. Okay. So slowly you have to rotate the lever like this. Okay. So now take the sample near to the indenter, and we have to contact with each other. That means the indenter as well as the specimen should contact with each other. Yeah. Now both sample as well as the indenter contact with each other. Okay. So now we are ready to conduct the experiment. Okay. So before that we have to ensure with all the parameters. We have to check once again whether the load is selected in a proper way or not. Okay. Yes, for this experiment I am going to select 30 grams of load. Okay. So now all the parameters has been arranged. Here in the front panel you can see there is a switch is given, start. So click on this start button. So now we have to wait for 10 seconds because we have already set the dwell time for 10 seconds. Now the load is acting on the material. After the 10 seconds the load will be released and this light will off. Now the load has been released. After that, now the experiment has been completed. Now we have to take the sample back to its original position. So after that, in order to observe the indentation mark, so by using a microscope, you just rotate the lever like this and take the microscope so that the microscope will exactly coincide on the indentation mark. Okay. So you have to take the sample near to the microscope like this. Okay. Rotate the anvil so that the sample will be near to the microscope. You can clearly observe. Okay. So through the front screen, we can observe the indentation mark clearly. Okay. And also there is a scale is given in the screen. So with the help of the scale we can measure the indentation mark. Okay. By measuring the indentation mark we can calculate the hardness value of this material. So this is the the procedure to conduct the Vicker hardness test. Similarly, we have to repeat the same procedure for various engineering materials. Thank you.
Hello all. Today we shall be performing the Vicker's hardness test. Here we have the Vicker's hardness testing machine. This is the anvil on which you place the specimen. This is the optical head which generates the image of the indentation on the microscope given above. This is the diamond pyramid indenting head. This is the tilting lever which